Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review Episode 190. This one viewing the 960th episode of the anime, The Pirate King is Born, arriving in the last island, and the 1009th chapter of the manga, Naraku. Now, this episode developed from the last 7 pages of chapter 967. Yep. Yeah, I finished up this chapter, which means as of right now, since I finished this very chapter, we are exactly 42 chapters behind the manga, which is good. Keep it that way. Now, in the anime, they actually show a little expansion stuff here. Like, first of which, you have everybody celebrating, going to arrive soon. Arriving at the last second. They're going basically make a quick pit stop at Wano. But then, of course, we see from Shanks' perspective, we see Toki collapsing. And, of course, Shanks going to see Oden. He's like, Oden-san, Toki-san has collapsed. And Oden's like, what? And of course, any person who's married basically would react the same way, hearing that their wife and the mother of their children basically collapse. So due to their long journey. So, and of course, Dogstorm and Cat Vapor wanted to basically have her stay in Wano because that's what it's basically the location. And then basically she's like, no, if you have me stay there while you're away, she says she'll dissolve the marriage. It's like, fine. So they make a brief pit stop at Wano. Yes, a pit stop for a few hours. So Oden gets a chance to say hi to his scabbards. Well, most of them anyways. One is not there. The only shepherd with Whitebeard. And he basically introduces his wife and his children to his retainers. And they're pretty much like all surprised at the fact he's actually married now, and the fact he's got kids. And of course, we see that the current shogun Ochi, I think that's the guy's name. He finds out that he has kids too. He doesn't do much. He says, he sees a potential that, the heir is a potential threat, but that's it. After the brief stop there, and of course, Oden, you see in distance, we see smokestacks. Yeah, that's a hint something later. Of course, Oden doesn't see the smokestacks, but he thinks that it feels different. So, after they get the Roponeglyph from Wano, they stop at Zoo Island. Yeah, this is another one that they revisit, something that, well, in the case of the anime, and of course the manga, they had just visited this place. Now, in the case of the anime, they had just visited this place just a few arcs back. I think it was just that. Now, in the manga, the Straw Hats visited this place right after they left Dressrosa. In the anime, it was right after the Silver Mine arc. Yep. Because, well, they had like a filler arc, they had an original arc between Dressrosa and, of course, Zoo Island. So I was nice to see the current Duke, and he basically agrees to look at the Road Poneglyph. And, of course, well, Oden confirms that Minks are, in fact, closest brothers with, well, his clan. They copy the Road Poneglyph, and they basically, they found the island, and they go straight there. And then Buggy collapses. Yeah, he's a high fever, so Shanks determines basically he should stay with Buggy, and he and Buggy will travel to the last island with their own crews. Does have them basically in a way graduate from the Roger crew. And then they arrive at the last island, and you don't exactly see what the island looks like. They just refer to it as the Laugh Tale. Like, doesn't seem familiar. I mean, could it be the same place that Luffy visited, like, just after Arlong Park? It's slightly possible, but I highly doubt it. Yeah. Well, it's before Sur Village. Yeah, I don't know if this is the same place. I highly doubt it. Because this is actually, now, if you look at Luffy's journey, in the manga, he visits this place just, I believe it was just after Luffy met Nami. In the anime, it was after Usopp got the going merry. It was at the Syrup Village. They kind of in a way swapped this little visiting this island around. Yep. So, and after you see that, that's pretty much where the thing ends, with basically him Laughing Tail. Of course, you're all seeing the episode that Roger, before they go to the island, you see him coughing up blood. He is dying. Could be poison. Don't know exactly what he was dying of, per se. They don't really say what it particularly was. But next week's episode basically is the Rider powers expand. Though, I hope they explain what the heck happened to Rider's ship. Because that was something that manga never... I don't remember the manga ever explaining it. Alright. Moving to manga, first you have this Reader's Request one. Where you have the Straw Hats, along with Otama, just playing in the snow. It's a great cover image. And it's a Reader's Request. Otama Camacho putting his woven hats on Juzu statues. Yep, I thought it was so interesting. And plus you gotta love Robin's basically reaction. Of course Frankie's drinking cola. Usab basically just standing there staying warm. Brooke is basically playing his guitar. Jinbei is eating a rice patty. And in the case of, well, Zoro, he's drinking beer. You see that his jacket has 3 swords. Luffy, of course, is wearing shorts. He always wears shorts. I guess because his body's remember, you can see he's warm for briefly. So, we see the Shogun's place under fire. And Orochi, and of course, he despises him. Like, despite the fact this guy is supposed to be dead, I thought Kaido shot him, but nope, he's still alive. Past treacheries. And then he transforms, and looks like he's about to Kinemon, and Kinemon's like, screw this. And so he basically kills the Shogun. Yep, he kills Orochi. He has no time wasting you. And of course, leader of the Owa is like, Orochi, Shogun Orochi. And then Riz is like, I must say for you, my opinion has risen. You being loyal to a fool to the very end. I would say the same to you even before Matt was friends. We're always fated to fight you and I. Weren't we, Renzo? And we don't see what happens next, probably because it's going to come next chapter. Then we cut back to Kaido's place, where we have Kaido, Captain Kid, Luffy, Zoro, and Law fighting Kaido and Big Mom on top of Kaido's island. And in case time to disassemble. What do you think you're assessing? Is it true you have gone weak in age? It's not big, and this lady Big comes. Oh yeah, Killer's here too. Killer is Kid's like subordinate. So lots of explosions. Looks like Zoro's got a broken sword here. And of course everyone's like, Zoro's still alive? Yep. And of course Luffy does his gum Red Hawk. And well, he says red hee hee. And apparently Kaido dodged it. Yep, he dodged. Of course Kaido uses club on Luffy again. But attacking him is, well, Dragon Blast they use as his dragon form, he does now in his regular form. He has Conquer 3 Worlds. And then he just smashes the ground with his club. It's like he was about to attack with his thing, he just, well, went something else. And then we see this weird thing that apparently Captain Kid assembled. It looks like a flying boat. And I was like, what? Room. Alright. And of course we have Zeus flying on, well, flying on Zeus, and of course Zoro basically just slicing away. One panel looked like his sword was broken, but it really wasn't. And apparently, like he just uses, he slices through something. We see Killer fighting Big Mom's sword, and of course, Kevin Punk pistols. He fires at Big Mom. It pierces her. Think she beat me. He's like repel, and of course he knocks her off Kaido's, well, skull head. It's like, you fool, maybe he was and of course she's knocked off. I forgot there's label C below me, help me Zeus. And oh yeah, Zeus is actually trapped in the actual flying boat. If he can't fly and help her, then that takes care of one of them. Yep. Great chapter. I give the chapter roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Great chapter. Can't wait for next week. Now, in the case of the My Hero Academia one, now I was planning to do a chapter review today, but no new chapter today. Yeah, no chapter. Well, it's because of the writer's health, so they postponed it by a week. Yeah. So my next review is going to be Boruto. Yep. That'll be up soon. Well, yeah, I'll do it soon. I'm going to watch the episode first, then review, okay? See you next video. Bye.